Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I just want to take this opportunity to first and foremost thank my brother, President Farmajo, for accepting our invitation to come and join us at the population conference that has just concluded. We are grateful, and I think we have had 3 days of very interesting debate, and I believe with positive outcomes. We've also had the opportunity to engage with my brother on issues bilateral, and I must indeed say and thank my brother because we have had very, very fruitful deliberations, and the most important thing is we have come to an understanding that there can be no greater relationship that between than that of neighbors, of people who have been put together not out of choice but by the will of God. And therefore it is important for us as people of one region, as neighbors, and people who have a lot of cultural similarities, to ensure that our relationship is always at its best. Unfortunately, over the last couple of months, we have had certain issues that have strained our relationship. But today we have agreed with my brother that there is need for us to ensure we bring normality to our relationship, we bring sensibility back to our relationship. And as brothers who may disagree from time to time, but families always find a way of resolving their problems in a peaceful manner. So we agreed that from now onwards, we must do everything we can, especially as leaders, to ensure that our people live peacefully, they live happily, and we are able to work together because ultimately we are one people. So after lengthy discussions, which we have said we will continue, there were a number of issues that President Farmajo also raised with me that were of concern. And indeed, I have agreed that some of those issues we shall deal with immediately. First and foremost, we have said that previously, before all these issues, our brothers and sisters from Somalia were able to come to Kenya and get visas on arrival, but now apparently visas have now been referred back to the embassy in Mogadishu. So we have said that with immediate effect, we go back to normality, and our brothers and sisters from Somalia will be able to obtain their visas at the airport when they arrive. So no more referral visas. We go back, and we want to encourage our people to do business. We want to encourage our people to come and visit their friends and family. That is what is important, and we don't want any obstacles to that partnership. I think secondly, we have also discussed the issues about flights from Mogadishu into Nairobi, because now apparently they're going through Wajir. And we have agreed that within a week, the necessary authorities should put in place that which is necessary to ensure that we now have direct flights once again from Mogadishu to Nairobi. On all the other issues, we have agreed, as brothers will do, we will sit and continue our discussions, and we find solutions that are beneficial to both our countries, to both our peoples, and that will encourage and develop and grow the prosperity of our people and the brotherhood that should exist amongst neighbors. So with those few remarks, my brother, once again, thank you for accepting our invitation. We're happy to have you. We hope you will be a much more regular visitor. I look forward to seeing you in Mogadishu soon as well. And I am sure that with this renewed goodwill between us, I am sure we will find mutually acceptable solutions that will allow our two countries and our region to grow and to prosper, and for us to cherish the peace and stability that I think we both truly, truly desire. Thank you, and God bless you all. Karibu, my brother.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you, my brother, for your warm welcome and hospitality according to me and my delegation. I always enjoy to be here. And I have to also admit that, honestly, you are a very humble man and down to earth to visit at my residence. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Also, I wanted to thank you, Mr. President, and the government, your government, and the people of Kenya for your contribution, in the peace and security in Somalia. Of course, Kenya is part of AMSOM, who lost a lot of good men and women in fighting against Al-Shabaab and the terrorist organization. I will assure you their sacrifice will not go in vain, Also, I wanted to thank your government and the people of Kenya for hosting thousands of Somali families who successfully work here, do business, and raise their family peacefully. We always appreciate that. Kenya and Somalia definitely has developed a close ties and historic relationship which based on mutual respect and equal footing, and we always appreciate. As you said, we discussed on several issues, including to reinstate the direct flights from Mogadishu directly to Nairobi, and to stop the Wajir stopover. We really appreciate. Also, we agree that to issue visa on arrival, particularly our public officials who come here for government business. We also appreciate. We have a lot of things in common, for sure. We have a lot of things in common, our people to people, government to government, business to business. Of course, we have a trade, okay, that's really mutually benefit for both countries. And people basically take it our differences rather than our common interest. And that's why I have to assure that the ICJ issue will not affect our bilateral relationship, and to make sure that we both benefit our government-to-government relationship. And I really thank you for your great hospitality and reception. Thank you so much.